And Paul, in watching the game and seeing what happened there in the bottom of the ninth as the Guardians chipped away, 5 hits in that inning. What were your thoughts as you saw that unravel?
Well, it was pretty much what the Indians do. They put the ball in play. They did play some balls that, were out of play that shouldn't have been hits, but you can't complain about that. I look back to the 6th inning where, Straw hit an absolute bullet for the Indians and got nothing for it. So it kind of went back and forth. It's a heartbreaking loss for the Yankees, no doubt.
Paul, you were on teams that were very fortunate to have Mariano Rivera closing at the end of games. As you look at the way that Aaron Boone pieced his bullpen together tonight to try and get those 27 outs and get a win, what were some of your observations?
Well, I think that sometimes, the trigger is pulled early, and then sometimes it's pulled late. I think Peralta is the guy that you really wanted to close this game. I mean, he came in, got Naylor out, threw some great pitches, kind of mowed through this lineup. And you got to realize, Cleveland is a better hitting team against right-handed pitching. Every time they pull Loaiza guy out of these games, I kind of just grimace because I know how long he can go and how good he can be. They just got stuck in a spot where, Schmidt got in there, hasn't done this before. And Flash, as well as I do, is even though they're good pitches, if you continually throw that same pitch, breaking ball after breaking ball, sooner or later, the hitters are going to make an adjustment. Gonzalez had a pretty good slider, a curveball, but he made a big adjustment after seeing so many of them.
Paul, the manager of the Yankees, Aaron Boone, said that this is a gut-wrenching loss. Now, they have Garrett Cole tomorrow to go against the Guardians, and obviously that's the pitcher you want in a win-or-go-home game. But I saw this with you guys in 1997. When Sandy Alomar hit that home run, that clubhouse was funereal. I didn't know if you guys had a shot in the next game, and you ended up losing the game. You definitely fought. How tough is it to come back from a loss like this?
Why you want to bring back such bad memories, Michael? We had so many memories you could bring. You want to bring back that memory. But to your point, yes. I mean, heart-wrenching, just tough losses are much easier to get over in the playoffs, I feel, than in the regular season, because then you got a long time to make up. Tomorrow, your back's against the wall. You got Garrett Cole. You look forward going back to New York and feel like you can beat this team in Game 5. That's the only way you can look at it. You can't go home and think, well, how did this happen? Oh, everything's going against us. They've got too many things too many weapons they have to beat the Cleveland Guardians. And tonight, it looked on paper great. 3 home runs, a big home run from Judge. Everything looked great. But the one thing we talked about was the bullpen issues, and it reared its ugly head.